Welcome to winter 4.0. Or is it 5.0? I've lost count of how many resets we've had this season. But look, everything's white again. So, this weekend the mercury broke 30 degrees for the first time this season, at least in my car. Spent the whole day down at a lake in Passy on the beach on Sunday. Less than 48 hours later, it was snowing. Only a few flurries yesterday, but it snowed heavily all night last night, and the snow line's down to about 900 metres this morning. Yeah, it's melting down in Chamonix now, but up here in Argentina there's still pretty good covering. And it's the same again tomorrow. Another 10-15 centimetres of snow tonight, more heavy snow tomorrow morning. So winter's well and truly back. And yes, the forecast has been very changeable at the moment, but for now at least it looks like at least the next 5 or 6 days is more cold, more wintry, snowy weather. So, yep, back into winter. So, as you might expect after the heat we had at the weekend, you're bottoming out on ice, or indeed sometimes even rocks, on virtually every turn. It's very much dust on crust conditions, although there is quite a lot of dust. At 1800 metres, so mid-mountain, it's probably around about 20 centimetres. At the top of Boschard, so about 2700 metres, there's at least 30 centimetres. So it's a reasonable dump, but like I say, you're hitting the base on every single turn. So, wow, you can't complain about powder at this time of year. It's not, certainly not champagne conditions. It's very tempting to take a dive off into the Magic Forest, which is exactly what I've done just now, because up at the top it's absolutely completely untracked and looks beautiful, but the snow very rapidly deteriorates and I'll be faced with a bit of a hot walk back out now as well. So it was worth it for one lap, maybe two, but I'm certainly not going to be lapping the Magic Forest all day today, that's for sure. Naturally, by the time I got here today, the front of the mountain was well and truly tracked out. I was far too slow to the party, saving myself for tomorrow a little bit, but you can still find some untracked patches if you're willing to put a bit of effort in, such as here. And here comes round two, ready to reload for tomorrow. Rinse and repeat.
This will be a next week's snow report, will it?
Absolutely. Change of plans. The weather's turned out much better today than was forecast. So after lapping Grand Monte this morning, we've come up here for afternoon lap down the Valley of Blanche, and the snow is absolutely unreal. Too much snow, to be honest. Like, so deep you can't actually turn. It's got basically straight line and everything. But yeah, this is insane. It's not quite as soft and blowy as it was yesterday. One of my friends came up here yesterday and it was like, you basically need a snorkel. It was up to your chest and the snow's just going over your face. It's firmed up a little bit today, but still, so deep. I can confirm that the ice canyon is no longer skiable. We just tried it. You're doing more walking than skiing. Had to take our skis off at least 4 times, but the ice tunnel is still just about holding on. That route's not going to survive much longer, but at least another week or 2. So yeah, you can still come check this out if you are doing the VB. With the new snow that we've gained, it's pretty much possible to ski to here now on the Valley Launch, go out and take your skis off. Sure, there's a lot of rock hopping, so don't be doing it on a nice new pair of skis. But yeah, providing you don't take the detours of the canyon, you can keep your skis on all the way to here. What's that? 150 metres maybe to the gondola, and we should continue to accumulate more snow through this week and weekend as well. So actually, conditions down here are going to get a little bit better before they get worse again. What a week it's been! It's probably the best snow we've had all season, certainly up high anyway, and there's yet more to come. Indeed, right on cue. Just started snowing even down here in the valley right now. So I had planned to try and do Cunningham Couloir, aka Passerelle Couloir, i.e. the thing where you abseil off the bridge between the 2 towers of the Guide Midi today, but the wind was a northwest wind and it was funneling right up the couloir, so the abseil would have been almost impossible. It would have been absolutely horrific and potentially deadly. So yeah, we opted for plan B and just to ski down the Valley Blanche again instead, and of course conditions on the Valley Blanche are still absolutely fantastic. Hadn't changed at all since the day before. So I had hoped to bring you this part of the snow report from dangling from the end of the rope in the Cunningham Couloir, but maybe next week. For now, I have to make do with this instead. So if you are hoping to piste ski, your only options now are the Brevant or Grand Monte, and indeed Brevant closes this Sunday, so by the time a lot of you have seen this, it probably would have closed already. So from now on in, it's basically just Grand Monte. But as I said before, there's still plenty of snow there on piste, there's still plenty of piste skiing to be had, and that's open for another few weeks yet, so if you are looking to come piste skiing, there's still stuff to be doing. But of course, it's all about the high mountains now, so anytime there is a weather window, all the classics are getting done. Cosmic Couloir, Glacier Ronde, Col de Courts, northeast face of La Courte, Col de Cristo, etc. So it's all go on the steep skiing front right now, except of course, the weather often stops play. With the good weather that we did have last weekend and earlier in the week, Mont Blanc via the Grand Mullet route was seeing lots of action. The hut was very busy and you could see all the tracks heading across. So I still don't think the north face itself has been skied, but lots of people were going for the top anyway, leaving their skis at the Valley Bivouac. Apparently there are still sections of bare ice on the Bossus Ridge, so it still requires good crampon technique, but for those of you who know what they're doing and are competent enough, it is possible to summit, leaving your skis down at the bivouac, come back to your skis and then skiing down from there. Most parties are still opting to take the Petit Plateau, despite the risk of the Serac fall, as the north ridge of the Dom de Gouta is still very icy, not pleasant at all. So it's very much a serious route whichever way you go. It may seem quite benign, but Mont Blanc is a serious mountain. Just because it's not technical doesn't mean it's not deadly. So myself last weekend, I headed over to Monte Rosa from the Italian side and did a couple of the 4,500 metre peaks over there in a day hit from Chamonix, which is something that you wouldn't normally be able to do on foot, but ski touring and of course ski mountaineering at this time of year unlocks a world of potential. You can cover so much ground in a day. So yeah, it was absolutely scorching at the weekend. I got very burnt, well we all got very burnt, but the conditions are actually really good, even on south-facing slopes at altitude of course. And yeah, much like the steep skiing, now is the time of year to be skiing high alpine peaks if that's what you want to do as well. So things like Grand Paradiso, Grand Combin, all those other peaks that are eminently skiable are all seeing lots of action at this time of year too. So a few days ago, the forecast for the coming weekend and into the following week was looking really good. Nice, stable, high pressure, warm, but not too warm. So I was hoping to actually have a go at firstly the Grand Combin and then Mont Blanc myself at some point soon. But the forecast has completely changed now, which of course could happen again. But for now at least, it looks like we're very much back into cold, wintry weather like this. So there's more snow on the way, there's more wind, lots of grey sky, not much in the way of sun. So not going to be many opportunities to head up into the high mountains, unfortunately. But on the plus, of course, means there's more powder. There's a lot more snow. Well, there's more snow on the way. Variable amounts, nothing mega, but it all adds up, it all helps, and it's just going to keep on coming, keep on filling in up high. So yeah, skiing the lights of Mont Blanc is probably going to have to be put on hold for at least a week now, but that just means more Valley Blanche, more powder. So for most of this season, we've been stuck on the warm side of the jet stream and very much in the orange on these temperature maps, showing that we've been experiencing above average temperatures for the time of year. But now we're predominantly going to be on the north side, the cold side of the jet stream, so in the blues on these colour maps, showing that it's below average temperatures for the time of year. So for now, of course, forecasts can change, but for at least the next 5, 6, 7 days, we're getting predominantly northerly or easterly winds originating in Scandinavia or up in the Arctic. So yeah, more winter. Whereas for most of this season, we've been getting southerly or westerly winds originating in the tropics, or even in the Sahara Desert, hence all the orange snow that we've had over the last couple of weeks. It's all changed right now. Spring's been put on hold, winter's back. Of course, when the sun does come out, even though freezing levels are low, things heat up pretty quickly. But for now, at least, we're not actually getting that much sun. So the snow's staying cold up high, it's staying lovely, fluffy, really nice to ski. Great conditions, Valley Blanche, up at the top of Grand Montet, well, even down to the mid-station at Grand Montet. So yeah, lovely, lovely late season powder skiing conditions. So here's hoping for more snow, but with some blue skies in the future. If you are here, have fun. If you're not, wow, tune in next week and I'll see you then.
Oh, that was great.